Hello, everyone. This is Andre Pleasant, and this is Creative. Today's episode, I know I am supposed to show my two rooms left on my cottage, but I was looking through my photo journal of my garden from last year, which I journal my garden every year, many times all throughout the year. And I found something that I want you to see. I was really surprised when I look back because I still have those uh, plants and they're not producing as well. They're still producing, but I forgot that I needed to prune them. So I am going to do some pruning. It is August, and I am in zone 9B, which means that this is my last month of pruning them. Not going to do a hard prune on them, but I am going to prune them because a hibiscus blooms on its new growth. Not the old growth, but the new growth. So I need to cut it back some so that I can have more blooms on hopefully new growth, which I still have here in zone 9, a couple of more months. So I should be able to do that. I have a few different varieties of hibiscus. I have a yellow one. I have one that's red. I thought was going to be pink when I first got it, and I have a white one, and I did acquire a pink one just maybe 3 weeks ago. So I want to show those, and this is going to be a short video of me just kind of talking about my hibiscus. So let's move real quickly over to one of the hibiscus that I just purchased, and this one is coming out pink. I just got this one just a few weeks ago, and I repotted it and put it in the pot and placed it in the garden. And it's doing well, and it's blooming on its new growth. I also have two others, and we'll take a walk real quick over to them. Here is my yellow one. I have two yellow hibiscus with a red center, and they're blooming, they're doing well, but I want to prune them some because they have gotten pretty large, and I have it back in the back here on the last path of my garden in the back, and it's doing rather well. I have a second one that is over on this other path, but it is leaning back into the salvia and the vine on the back fence. So I really need to work on taking it out. Kind of hard to see through all of this. You're not going to be able to see it, but it's leaning back. It's not straight in the pot, so I need to work on that and get it out of all the vines. But it is still blooming and doing okay. I just wanted to do the way it looked about a year ago. This is taken from May 24, just last year. So I also have another one, and I'm going to back out so that we don't get too dizzy. And I have two others that are coming in, well, that come in red. You can see them here. This one is more of a hedge that hides the back entrance of the barn. But I am going to prune it. I'm going to prune all of them, and I'm going to use some of the pruning as cuttings. I know it's late in the season, but I'm going to give it a try and see how it works out. And I have a second one over on this other side here. And so I am going to work on pruning those today. Of course, this is all that you need. And let's walk over to the plant so I can talk about it just a little bit in case you have some that you need to prune. Realize that again, they bloom on new growth, not the old growth, but the new growth. So if yours has gotten really big like a hedge and you're just kind of lopping it off, cutting it off, realize that as it grows out, that's where your blooms are going to come from. And if you're just cutting it back just to keep it as a hedge and you're not interested in blooms, then fine. But if you're interested in blooms, you've got to have that new growth. Let's walk over to it. Now, when you cut it back, you want to cut it back to a leaflet, what they call a node, so that it will promote growth right in between the leaf and the branch itself. It'll push out new growth. Sometimes you will have new growth to stimulate and start farther down that same branch that you cut. This is more of a topiary. It has a trunk and then it's allowed to bloom out. It's leaning a little bit toward the sun, which the other one is actually leaning the opposite way. So I'm going to start pruning and working on these today, and this is just going to be a short video about pruning. So I'm going to do some cutting. I'm not going to do any drastic cutting because, again, this is August, probably the second week, and we still have a couple of more months. So I'm going to do a little pruning in the front and the back, maybe, oh, I don't know, about 10 or 12 branches. I'm going to just kind of snip off on all of them, but my newest one, which doesn't need any pruning. And then I am going to work later in the week on taking this other hibiscus out of that jungle and trying to straighten it out in the pot, seeing what I could do to get it straight and pruned as well. And then I'm going to take the branches and put them in a little water and use them as cuttings. I also have a white one that is closer to the house, and I'll just show a picture of it. Like I said, I journal my garden by taking different pictures and different things. And so watching how the garden changes over time helps me evaluate what happens really well and what does not work, what looked really good, what didn't look so good. So again, this is a segment about just pruning hibiscus. So let me get started. Well, what can I say? It started raining. So I will have to wait to finish this on another day or later on today when the rain stops. But it's always wonderful to have some rain. Mother Nature can water way better than I can.